I'm just trying to do my thing, underground on my name. Chris motherfucking Travis ain't a damn thing. Change, give me back my steez, man. Cold like a freeze frame. Water boys made of money, turn your ass into some change. These niggas on my dick, they won't give me credit. They know I brought the way back to the rap element.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're obviously doing another little fucking commentary. I've been making a lot of these commentaries, and like definitely when I first started this channel, I was like, no fucking commentaries, because my whole last channel was just a big ass commentary channel. And I did like making commentaries back then, but it was more like the leafy, old pyrocynical style commentaries, so they kind of got pretty boring to make after a while. And I do kind of like making those type of commentaries from time to time, but when that's your only source of content to make, it does get pretty draining pretty quick. But pretty much before today's video does start, I want to just say one thing. I do talk a lot of shit on TikTok and talk about how there's a lot of stupid shit on there, but again, if you're trying to grow your channel, it's a great way to grow your shit. So pretty much I'm uploading more TikToks now. I always had my TikTok linked with my channel. It's just I never really talked about it because I never really uploaded fucking TikToks on there. But now I am. It won't be like cringy little dances and shit, obviously. And if I ever do get to that point, please come and assassinate me. Yeah, full fucking privilege to. But pretty much, I'm gonna be uploading clips from the channel and stuff, just little funny clips and shit like that. And also the same with YouTube Shorts. I'm gonna be uploading shorts and just little clips from the channel, so definitely keep your guys' eyes out for that. And people would be like, oh, are you into Instagram Reels? I'll be uploading a couple on my Instagram, but I don't want to flood my Instagram with like clips and shit because I want to keep that mainly photography based, and same with my website. So if you guys are into photography, those are great things to go check out, and go check out some of my photography and support that shit, because I love going out and just doing some photography, you know. It's a great thing to do. You go out, go on a nice hike or a nice walk, get some dope ass photos. So if you guys want to check that out, that's all on my Instagram and my website. And also on my website, I got some stickers, and they're great quality stickers, and they're a good price. So if you want to help support the channel and get some dope ass stickers, fucking go check out the website. But besides that, let's get into today's video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about, is it bad to get a tattoo? And you probably go ask your fucking grandma, and she'll probably hit you with a wooden spoon and be like, you stupid fucking twat, what did you say? No, you're not getting a tattoo, you know? Like the older generations and shit, they fucking hate it. You get a tattoo, you're a fucking hooligan in their eyes. I love it. I walk down the street sometimes, and I'll see an old guy looking at my tattoos, and I could just see on his face, he's like, these fucking hooligans. And again, I do feel like sometimes people do take it a bit overboard, and you're kind of like, buddy, I don't know if that looks the best. But then there's sometimes some people with dope ass tattoos. And the thing is, like, obviously there is a limit to how many tattoos kind of somebody should have. But honestly, if you have your whole body decked out in tattoos, a lot of the time it can look pretty good. It's just all about, like, you know, your design, the aesthetic, the tattoo artist you went to, the healing process. All of that really does take a big factor into getting a tattoo. Pretty much, like, with me, I don't have a fuckload of tattoos, but I do have a good handful. I am in the double digits. I have like 10 tattoos. I have 2 on my hands, 1 on each of my hands. They're not too big of tattoos, but you could notice some bitches. I got my inner arms done, so I have like 3 on one of my inner arms, and then 2 on the other. And those tattoos were pretty easy. I definitely would say if you are gonna get a tattoo the first time, just get it on your inner arm or your outside arm. The arm is the best spot to get a tattoo at first. Definitely the inner arm's not too bad, but definitely once you get it closer to the epidermis, it kind of hurts. So if you kind of get it in the middle and shit, not too close to the wrist, not too close to the epidermis, it's a pretty easy mellow tattoo to get. Any other spots are kind of a little bit tensile, but they're not that bad, and you just don't be a bitch. And then I have my tattoo on my collarbone, or like kind of close to my collarbone. Have one on my ribs. rib tattoos fucking hurt. And it feels weird because you feel the tattoo needle on your rib, and then you feel it go in between your ribs and shit, and it just feels weird. And then I have one on like the side of my stomach, and I would say my rib one hurt the most, side of my stomach was the second, and then I would say my collarbone one kind of hurt a bit, and then everything else was pretty mellow, you know. My hands were actually pretty easy. That did not hurt at all, and I thought it was going to hurt quite a bit. But it didn't hurt at all, because I just have, like, bony hands, so I just was like, oh, fuck, that's just, like, all bone. And look, it was pretty easy. So, yeah, that's my biggest advice would say, find a good-ass tattoo artist, like a tattoo artist you can trust a lot, and that you get a good vibe around, not like, oh, like, this person seems nice, but I'm uncomfortable. You don't want to get tattoos from someone you feel uncomfortable around. Not because, oh, they could be a weirdo, but you want to be able to, if you have to, have the balls or the confidence to be like, hey, can we take a break? Hey, I kind of don't like how that looks. You know, just, and that just generally goes with anything. Just have the balls to speak up, and it's definitely really important in getting a tattoo, because if you don't like the positioning, and then they get the tattoo, and then you blow up their shit, and you're like, my tattoo's crooked, that's on you. They usually, if they're a good tattoo artist, they'll put the stamp on you first, or the outline of the tattoo on you first, and be like, hey, does this look good? Check it in the mirror, you check it for yourself, and you're like, hey, this is good. And they'll usually double check spelling with you and shit. And then once you give them the okay, then they'll do the tattoo, you know. And they'll try, and definitely if they're a good artist, they'll try and make it look good, you know, when they do the stencil and shit. They're gonna try and make it look as straight as possible. But they do, definitely, if they're a good tattoo artist, they're gonna try and get your point of view first. And then number 2, I would say, with getting a good tattoo artist is you don't want to be bouncing around from tattoo artist to tattoo artist. Like, if you got like 2 really good tattoo artists, yeah, maybe. But I would just try to stick it to just one good ass tattoo artist that you always go to. Like, so what if the booking time's high? Like, a lot of people, I know they're like, oh yeah, I go to different artists because I don't want to wait forever to get a tattoo. But the wait, I would tell you, is worth it, because when you go to the same artist, you're already comfortable with them. They already fuck with you, so you might get some deals and shit if you're on a good, like, you know, base with them. Or, you know, you guys are already comfortable with each other. You guys already know each other's preferences. And then also, it's like each tattoo artist has a different aesthetic, a different way they do design tattoos, different inks and stuff. So if you go to the same tattoo artist, it's like they're reopening a canvas they already were painting on. So they already know what the fuck they're doing. It's the same ink, so you won't have like your tattoos looking too mismatchy. Even though there's not like a whole fuckload of different types of tattoo inks, but there are quite a bit of different tattoo inks out there, and I do feel like it's important that you kind of stick to the same kind, so then all your tattoos blend very well with each other once they're fully healed and shit. And then also, like what I said, you're just comfortable with the person, and then you already know they're not gonna fuck up your tattoo because you got a tattoo from them before and you liked it, so you're gonna come in and get another. And plus, it just makes like it easier, because when you do get like an all black tattoo, normally they will not fade unless you pick at it and like fucking scratch it like a dumbass. But color tattoos are sometimes a little difficult, and it's not even the tattoo artist's fault. Like, sometimes it could be your fault if you're like just scratching it, or even just going to work simply, because like, again, you can't take a week off for a fucking tattoo, but I think it is good to take the day off for the appointment and a day off the day after, so you can kind of get one day of healing for it. But pretty much, what you want to kind of just do is like, yeah, make sure it stays clean and shit, but yeah, definitely while you're working and shit, or just over time, it will fade, and color will fade faster than black, obviously. And it just, once you're good with the tattoo artist and stuff, you can let them know like, hey, this tattoo faded a bit, and they'll probably give you a free touch-up or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see this person as a tattoo artist. You kind of want to make like a friendship in a way, and that's kind of what I did with my tattoo artist. Like at first, I was just some dumbass 19-year-old that was like, I want to get an arm tattoo. I might come back if it's good. And then I just kept coming back, and yeah, over time we became pretty decent friends. It's not like we're like fucking besties, but at least can consider them like, you know, a decent fucking person I like to have a good conversation with. And that's also another thing. Some tattoo artists don't like talking during their tattoos, which I don't think is a bad thing, but I think it's very helpful. Like, you definitely want to get some headphones, maybe listen to music to kind of get your mind off of the pain a bit, because it's not like it's a worse pain, but it definitely feels like someone's stabbing you with a fucking pencil. But pretty much you want to yeah, just try to find someone definitely that can have I called kind of a conversation. Like, you're not gonna have a full-blown discussion or whatever the fuck, but you could it just helps, you know. Like, for me, like my last appointment, my headphones broke, so I had no headphones to really listen to music, but my tattoo artist can kind of multitask, so she's like asking how my day is. We're just kind of having a little small talk and shit, and that small talk was getting my fucking mind off of getting my fucking side fucking tattooed and shit like that. I think that was probably the worst with my last appointment. And when I got my ribs done, dude, I was groaning like a bitch. Like, you see those videos where people are screaming. I've never been at that point, thank God. I don't even know why people scream and cry during a tattoo. It's really not that bad of pain. But I definitely was squirming. Like, they lay you down on this, like board or whatever the fuck, this, like, little, I don't know what the fuck to call them, like, tattoo beds or some shit. I was laid out on it, and I'm, like, moving my legs and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, this shit kind of hurt. But, yeah, besides that, it's not the worst pain. It's definitely not the most pleasant thing, but it's not the worst pain, and I do think people kind of overhype the pain of getting a tattoo a little too much. And then also, pretty much, like, I just feel like, yeah, it's important just to stick with one good artist, and then also make sure you get what you actually want. Make sure it has a meaning to you. Just don't get a whole bunch of dumb shit. Just get shit that you can see yourself in 10 years having. Yeah, as you get older, your skin gets wrinkly, all this shit. Yeah, the tattoos fade. Normally, you can get them redone, but most of the time, if you just have a good routine of keeping your skin hydrated with lotion and stuff, and that's the one thing, non-fragrance lotion is what you want to use during the tattoo healing process and just kind of afterwards in general. But pretty much, if you just constantly putting lotion and shit on your skin every single day, you know, in the morning, at night, your tattoos are going to look good for a long time. And, yeah, just get what you like, get what you feel comfortable with. If somebody shits on it, fuck them. Tell them suck your dick. Who the fuck cares? It's not their fucking body and shit. And, yeah, I think it's a bit of a thing with older generations, because I feel like older generations only really saw people that were decked out in tattoos that they wore in like a gang or some shit. And that's obviously not the case anymore. And I feel like that's a stupid ass fucking, stereotype is like, oh, if they're covered in tattoos or either in a gang or they're up to no good. And it's stupid bullshit, because I know people that are decked out in tattoos are like up to better shit and doing better things than people with no tattoos. You know, I've seen people with no tattoos and they're complete crackheads and they're complete pieces of shit to society. And then dude with a few tattoos on his legs and arms is doing great fucking things, you know? And I feel like that stereotype's obviously dying out over time. But yeah, don't judge people over fucking tats and shit. Make sure you get tattoo like. I would maybe say, like, stay away from the gang tattoos. But if you're in a gang, fuck, that's on you. I can't, like, say anything else on that. But yeah, at the end of the day, don't get any stupid shit. Get stuff you like. Definitely for your first tattoo, don't get anything too big. Get something in your comfort zone and find someone that you're comfortable with, that again, like, is comfortable with you, and it just kind of I don't know, I got lucky as fuck. The first tattoo person I kind of knew about where I lived was actually really good, and I kind of found out about them right when they were about to blow the fuck up. They were at like 4K, and then now they're at like 14K, so it's like fucking crazy. But either way, like yeah, just pretty much just be smart with this shit. If you're in high school and you want a tattoo, wait till you're out of high school. It's worth it. Like, yeah, you can get your parents to sign off on it, but the design you might want in high school is something you might not want in 10 years. And then also, I feel like having a tattoo is quite a bit of responsibility, because it's not just because it's something permanent on your skin, but the healing process. If you fuck up the healing process, you could get your skin infected, and depending how infected it gets, you could end up in the hospital, or you could end up with like just a hole in your skin and shit. Because technically, when getting a tattoo, it's like an open wound. You gotta treat it, you gotta clean it, you gotta put that lotion on it, make sure it doesn't dry out and your ink doesn't look like shit. But yeah, if you guys want any more like little tattoo videos more in detail, I might make one on like the healing process and shit like that. I'm not the best with that, but my tattoos have healed out pretty well over time. But yeah, I don't want to make this commentary long as fuck, so hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, turn on the if you did, turn on notifications, subscribe, like, and turn, yeah, fuck, that threw me off saying turn on notifications at first, because I usually say that at the end. But you already know what the fuck to do. Subscribe, fucking like the video, turn on notification. Follow me on TikTok, motherfuckers, and on Instagram. My Instagram's pretty fucking dead right now. And I know we got like 180 of you fuckers. Where you at? Where you at? Where the fuck you at? I don't see you on Instagram. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And thank you for all the support on the channel. Bye, guys. My case and I break the rim when I duck that shit.